Football, a game that keeps many of us on the edge of our seats. It's exciting, it's nail-biting, and most of all, it has the ability to bring people together.
It's really you.
I am.
It's really you.
Back in 2017, I appeared in a viral video with Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola when I was just 8 years old. It was watched by millions of people around the world, and that's where my story began.
From there, I became a presenter and have been lucky enough to report on football stories for FYI and Sky News, a subject I'm obviously really passionate about. And today, I get to talk about it in front of a pretty big audience.
I'm doing a lecture known as a TEDx talk on the subject of football as a force for good. But why is this so exciting? Well, because this can be watched by millions of people all around the world. No pressure then.
TEDx Talks are where people share cool ideas or thoughts that can inspire you, teach you something new, or even change the way you see the world. In the summer of 2022, I visited a Syrian refugee camp in Jordan, just off the border from Syria, to report on the impact of conflict on children and how their lives are shaped through matters completely out of their control. And the one thing that united us all while I was there was football. And football was the international language. Once we started playing, all barriers were gone. And there was boys, girls, young, old, joining in this game from everywhere. Now, I remember actually looking across and thinking how incredible it was to be part of such an experience between people separated by so much, yet brought together by something so simple, a game of football. But there's no denying that despite all of its positive impact, there is a darker side to football. Too often, we see reports of rival fans fighting, stuff being thrown onto the pitch, and even incidents of racist chanting, abusive comments, and negativity online. During Euro 2024, the UK Football Policing Unit alone received over 600 reports of racist comments. And this is not only a problem in the UK, but in other countries as well.
Someone who knows all there is about the beautiful game is sports presenter and former professional footballer Alex Scott.
She was a key feature for both Arsenal and England for well over a decade and went on to become one of our country's greatest footballers. She was awarded an MBE and was inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame. But as well as tasting the highs of football, she's also experienced the lows.
You've been involved with football all your life. What sort of negativity have you seen, when you were playing football or in the footballing world in general?
From my perspective, obviously, I've seen the racist side of it from when I was younger to even now transitioning to broadcast and talking about football. And obviously the stuff that I've had to deal with in terms of sexism, people's perceptions of female football and about women shouldn't be involved in the game, where I think that's all changing. We've still got a very long way to go.
I agree, I do think there is still a lot more that needs to be done though. And what sort of ways have you found most effective in coping with this negativity when you've had to face it?
If I'm being honest, I can't stand here and be like, oh yeah, it's easy and this is the way, and because it's taken me a while, I suppose, to get to where I am now. And at the end of the day, it's holding myself with grace and dignity and keep doing my job to the level that I know I can. And for me to keep winning, because I know if I remove myself and stop doing it, then I suppose the person that is being racist towards me will win, and I want to inspire a young girl or a young boy one day be in my position.
Now, moving ahead, what sort of changes do you think need to happen in order to make football better for the players and for the fans?
Actually putting things in place like punishments or identifying these people that are coming to stadiums and are doing things that are not allowed.
While it seems there's still a way to go in making the beautiful game perfect, I believe that football is an incredible force for good and helps bring the people of the world together.